Hey everyone, I'm doing another menopause drop-in today. So I'm just going to be here for a few hours just doing a menopause drop-in. So if you want to drop in and say hi, or you've got any questions, or just want to share your story, just be heard and understood, just feel free to come in and say hi. So those of you who don't know about the community, we are generally here 3 days a week, just for an hour, mind. So we're here Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. That's our scheduled days. And then every so often, try and do it every week. Although not every week, but try and do a menopause drop-in. So this is where you can just drop in and out. It's normally for 3 hours. So I'll probably be here for up to 3 hours this afternoon. And yeah, if you've got any questions, if you know anyone that has got any questions around their journey, then feel free to let them know that we're here. And just pop it in the chat. So hope you're all doing well on this Saturday afternoon. Hope you have had a fantastic week. But yeah, we're just doing a drop-in today. So please feel free to stop by and say hi. But yeah, just say hi. How is it? How is everyone doing today? Let me know. So I've just set up this community. It's been probably from March now. It's been March. And the reason why, the meaning behind this, the thought behind it was that I had a lonely journey when navigating through the menopause, and it's still happening. It is absolutely still happening. So I wanted to set up something for others to come along and just not feel alone anymore. Not feel alone in this journey, this change of life. Thank you for the likes. But welcome to the community. Hey Jones Glow, how are you? Hi Nay, how are you? Welcome. I've just finished some training myself actually, so I thought I'd come on for a few hours just to do drop-in. I would love to have the drop-ins scheduled times and dates, but yeah, I can't commit to that. So I have them when I can, and hopefully I can capture as many people as possible. I'm in the process of building a website for the community, so that probably will be that will be helpful. So you can go on there and have a look what's happening. There's going to be dates of events on there. Lots of other things, lots of interesting things on there. But welcome. If you're new, let me know if you're new to the community. Hi, Nay. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Nay? Thank you for liking the live. Here to get help with menopause. And I have fibroids. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's and the thing is, your fibroids can then exacerbate your menopause symptoms. So yeah, it's about going to see, I'm sure you've gone to see your GP already. It's about going to see your GP and finding out what support is out there as well. Did you have anything specific for, I don't know what you're doing at the moment for that. Are you going to get checkups every so often? Have you had any ops that you've had, any operations? I've noticed under both my feet is shredding. Oh, Jones Glow. When you say shredding, is it your skin is peeling? Thank you for the follow, Mummy Sandra. Is it your skin that's peeling? We did a live on menopause and the skin, right? And how your skin can change. But if you like, I'm always going to say, if there's something going on with your body and it's not the norm for you, always go and seek attention. Go and speak to your GP about it. Okay. Okay, Nay. I'm hoping that when you go back to the GP, I would recommend, probably you may have considered this already, before you go back to the GP, get together some questions that you may want to ask. And these could be questions about, with your condition. Thank you for the heart, me, with your condition. What do they advise around anything that in particular that you're going to be taking? How long you're going to take it for? Any risks and benefits to taking that medication that they may be advising you to take. So be armed with the correct information, because we have such a short space of time with our GPs when we do get an appointment. They're like gold dust at the moment, aren't they? So go armed with information. And if that also means information about what you've come across, then also go armed with that as well. But good luck with that GP appointment. Blessing, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. So we're here today, this afternoon. We're having a drop-in. So feel free to drop in and out today. We're going to be here for probably about up to 3 hours, maybe until 4 o'clock. So just a drop-in. We like to do a drop-in. For those of you who don't know me, may have missed the information that came up when you joined the live. My name is Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. So we generally meet up 3 times in a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, for 1 hour. And this is a safe space. The community is a safe space to be heard and understood. It just reminds us that we're not alone in this journey. It can feel very lonely, but we're not alone. So yeah, that's why we meet up with each other and just support each other. There's lots of things going on online as well as offline. So yes, this is why we're here. And it's a space where we can just come and be heard, understood. If you want to just rant and rave about your journey, then so be it. Because, it's real. The journey is absolutely real. And everyone's going to experience it differently. My doctor say I'm too young when I told them I was... Okay, nay. GPs, I share this all the time in the community. Generally, typically GPs only have 1 hour of menopause training. And when you look at the menopause, let's take perimenopause, for example. It states that any research always states that it typically is from the age of 45 to 55. Typically in the UK, it's around the age of 51. However, it can start sooner. It absolutely can start sooner. There are people in this community that are in their 30s, like yourself, younger. I believe the youngest member of the community is 29. And they have already embarked on their menopause journey. So if you feel that you're being fobbed off by your GP, and I'm sorry that you're feeling that, sorry that's happening if your GP's not listening to you, go and get a second opinion. I feel, looking back on my journey, I'm post-menopause now. I've been post-menopausal for 5 years. And looking back on my journey, I probably wished I had kept pushing with my GP, because I went 3 times and then I just walked away. And I came across some research probably about 2 weeks ago that it's highlighted that as women navigating through the menopause, we have to probably go and visit our GP 10 times before we're taken seriously about our menopause, which is absolutely ludicrous. 10 times is a long time. After the 3rd time, I walked away. I was too impatient. I thought, I'm going to do it alone. I went and done some research myself. And on top of that, I went and got educated and became a wellness practitioner and nutrition and weight loss management practitioner through being frustrated with my GP. So I suppose in one way, that's pushed me to do this. But yeah, if you feel that you are being pushed to one side, not heard, not being supported by your GP, then get a second opinion. We are all entitled to a second opinion. And let's not be afraid to challenge our GPs. They're humans, okay? They don't know everything. They absolutely don't know everything. This is why I say it's so important when you go to your GP appointment or even to see a consultant, go armed with information. Okay, it may just be something that you raise with them that they've not even heard of before. I think because I look very young for my age, they just... Okay, so if you feel you're being brushed off, go and get a second opinion. And I hear you and I understand you. I felt the same way. I was brushed off 3 times going to my GP. I was probably 42 when my perimenopause symptoms started to kick in. And I knew, hey, Just Empress, how are you? I knew what I was going through and I knew my body felt different and something wasn't quite right. But I never had that confirmed. So I just went off and went rogue myself. But yeah, definitely get a second opinion on it. Let's not, this brushing off. And when you get brushed off by a GP, you then start kind of thinking, am I right in saying that I'm experiencing this? Is this all in my head? So yeah, it's not all in your head. You are actually experiencing these symptoms, and let's try and find someone else. We don't have to be loyal to our GPs, particularly if they are not listening to us. Hi AI, is it AI or OWL? Yeah, definitely. Oh, I see that. Right, I just realised what that was. But yeah, so we're doing a menopause drop-in this afternoon. If you've got any questions, if you just want to come and connect with other like-minded people, if you just want to share your story, feel free. Yeah, let's feel free. So we're going to be here for another few hours. So we're going to be here. You can drop in and out, let people know, let your friends know that we're here. This is going to be a regular feature in the community, menopause drop-ins. And they're always going to be in the morning or afternoon, other than our evening scheduled lives. Marcy, welcome. Can you tell us what are all the stages of menopause? Absolutely. So there are 3 stages of menopause, okay? Now, perimenopause, also referred to as premenopause. They are the same. Premenopause or perimenopause. This is when it typically happens around the age of 45 to 55. It can happen sooner. This is typically when your menstrual cycle becomes erratic. When I say erratic being that if you are generally every 21 days, every 28 or every 27, that's your norm. If then it happens sooner or later or longer or shorter, this is now erratic. Okay, so perimenopause, along with perimenopause, what the common symptoms are going to be things like hot flushes, mood swings, brain fog can kick in as well. So those are some typical common symptoms of perimenopause. And perimenopause or premenopause can be for maybe 4 to 8 years. You do any research, it always says around 4 to 8 years. Some say 4 to 5 years. It can be longer. Thank you very much for the heart, me. My perimenopause was for 10 years. And there are many women in the community that are longer into perimenopause. So that's your first stage. So when you hit menopause, and menopause is, we're going to call it a moment in time. That's what we're going to refer to menopause as, a moment in time, because it is actually a moment in time. So menopause is when you have gone 12 consecutive months without a menstrual cycle. No bleeding, no spotting. And then the day after that 12 month is actually menopause. That one day is menopause. And then once you've gone into the next day, you are now in post-menopause. So your post-menopause, thank you for the roses, Muna. Your post-menopause is now there for the rest of your life. However, because post-menopause, when that time of that journey has arrived for women, what can happen is your hormones start to stabilize. And for some women, the symptoms then may disappear or decline. For other women, the symptoms will remain. And you can still get the brain fog. You can still get the mood swings. You can still get the hot flushes and night sweats. So that's postmenopause. So those are the 3 stages of menopause. You've got perimenopause, also referred to as premenopause. You have menopause, which is a moment in time, okay, that one day, and then postmenopause. Because when you look at the term postmenopause, it's saying that it's the end of menopause. In fact, that's quite misleading. That can be quite misleading, because it doesn't mean because you're now in postmenopause that everything's just going to disappear. It's not like that. Yeah. So hopefully that's helped you with the stages, the 3 stages. But welcome everyone. Welcome. We are doing a drop-in today. I'm doing a menopause drop-in. There's lots of things going on in the community, lots of things happening behind the scenes, which will be revealed in time. It will be revealed, absolutely be revealed. So if you've got any questions, any comments, if you do have questions and you feel, well, I don't really want to put it in the chat because I'm not like that, that's fine. You can get hold of me, you can DM me, or you can send me an email. DM me here or the email. There's an email link on the page, and you can just click on it and it will open up the email to the Menopause Wellness community, and I'll get back to you. And in saying that, I always read the comments after I finish a live, and if I have missed a question somehow, I will get back to you on a one-to-one basis if I can send you a message, because not everyone's DMs is opened. So welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. We are doing a drop-in today. So Mummy Sandra, welcome. I had a hysterectomy 2 years ago and been getting headaches. Any supplements I should be taking? Okay, so thank you for sharing that, Mummy Sandra. So your hysterectomy, hopefully you were informed by your consultant that having a hysterectomy would then induce your menopause symptoms. Would induce those symptoms. There are going to be many supplements you could potentially be taking. I have got a supplement list that's I can send out to you or share with you. Now, just remember, when you are looking at taking anything new that is you haven't taken before, if you are on any medication or do have any health conditions, always speak to your GP. Just for some advice. If you cannot get your GP, because I know their appointments are like gold dust, right? If you cannot get an appointment with your GP, the pharmacists now are speaking to you around health conditions and things like that, and recommending, medications and tablets or whatever you need to be taking. So maybe speak to your pharmacist if you cannot. But yeah, there are, Mummy Sandra, I can send you a list of supplements. And these are supplements recommended for individuals navigating through their menopause journey. There's also lists of foods that are going to be useful to be eating particularly during our menopause journey. I've got things like herbs and spices that are going to potentially useful. The thing is with the list, you can have lists on lists, which we do have in the community, and I'm always happy to share with everyone. What I would say to you is that one size does not fit all. And unfortunately, there is no magic capsule that all of us can take and it will get rid of all of our symptoms. It's such a trial and error, okay? And it's going to take some time. It may take a week for you to identify what's going to work for you. It may take months. In fact, it may take some of us years to identify. But what I will say is give yourself grace, give yourself compassion. Be kind to yourself and be consistent in what you decide to take. And one of the, I think it was a couple of lives ago that someone said and made a very good point in, if you are taking things to trial, be consistent, but also do one at a time. rather than taking, the magnesium and the cod liver oil capsules and the starflower oil, rather than taking all three all together, take them one at a time or phase them into your routine at different times. Because let's find out how the magnesium is working for you first. Yeah, give that a little while, and then once you confirm that that's working, then you move on to something else, and then so then rather than taking all three of them together and you're not sure how they're working, always as well, I recommend that when you are trying something new, that you record it. You carry out a symptom checker, carry out your menopause tracker that I always do. Track your symptoms. So the moment you start taking something new, let's say you start taking magnesium. Oh, is it helping me with sleep now? Yeah, how has it changed? So we can just track that. You can track it. Week 2 of taking it, I started sleeping better. So you can just record that information. That's just a suggestion. You're all going to have your own way of dealing with things, but that's just suggestions that I would always give my my clients. Miss Shireen Shaz, welcome, Miss Shireen Shaz. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Try the walk-in centre. Yeah, you can. There are walk-in centres, but they're also walk-in centres for support and advice around medication and things. Yeah, walk-in centres are there, absolutely. So if your GP, if you can't get hold of your GP, you've got your pharmacist, you've got walk-in centres, absolutely. Doctors didn't do anything for me, so I use natural remedies to keep with. And you know what? Good for you. Good for you. And I feel that, we've got to remember, okay? Generally, GPs only have 1 hour of menopause training. 1 hour. What is an hour? Okay, so when we go to a GP, typically a GP that only has had 1 hour of menopause training, and we've got menopause for the rest of our lives and we've had it more than an hour, how are they going to help? Let's be real. This is why we need to go armed with information, or just go and see another GP who is more knowledgeable in menopause. We can ask those questions. We ask our GP, do they have a menopause nurse? Do they have a practitioner? Do they have a menopause clinic that they can refer you to or recommend you? So we need to ask these questions. We really do need to ask these questions. How can I tell that it's premenopausal or full menopause? Okay, Marcy, when you say full menopause, premenopause, remember, your premenopause, I would ask the question, are you still having menstrual cycles? Because if you're still having menstrual cycles, no matter if they're erratic or every 2 months or every, if they're longer than usual, you're having menstrual cycles, you are in perimenopause or premenopause as you refer to it as. But the moment you are in, remember, and I'm taking it that you're referring to full menopause. Menopause is 1 day after 12 months of not having a period. Menopause is that 1 day. And then after that 1 day, you are now in post-menopause. So I'm trying to just establish, what are you referring to as full menopause? Just let me know. Did that answer your question? Because let's be real, menopause is menopause, right? Whether we're at the beginning, the start of it, whether we've hit that milestone of menopause, or whether we're in post-menopause. Yeah? So let me just check. Do you stop your periods, or does other stuff happen? So when you're in perimenopause, or what you can refer to as premenopause, your periods are still, you're still having your periods, but they will start to become erratic. Okay, they will start to become erratic. So, and other things can happen. You start having symptoms. Your symptoms, there are common symptoms that you will you may experience, because I can read out a list of 90 symptoms. You may hear these symptoms and think, oh my gosh, I've got about 20 of those symptoms going on. It's going to be different for everyone, but it's just about knowing what symptoms are out there, and actually the symptoms that are linked to menopause, that can be linked to menopause, because your migraines are on the list of menopause, perimenopause and menopause symptoms. However, you can get a migraine without being in menopause. So it's about being having that information, being armed with the right information. Definitely, if you are experiencing any symptoms or anything, do, let us know. What are you experiencing? 90 symptoms, 90. And I'm telling you now, although we've got, the community has a list of 90 symptoms, access to a list of 90 symptoms, there are lots more out there. Absolutely lots more. Can you tell us all? Yeah, that was done. But do feel free to share your experiences as well. Hi Lisa, how are you? Thank you for the follow, Steph80. Thank you for the follow. We are here today having a drop-in. We're having a menopause drop-in. This is a space for you to share your journey, to ask questions, to rant and rave about your journey. You're going to be heard and understood here. Absolutely heard and understood. Thank you for the follow. If you've got a question and you're not sure about asking it, you can reach out to me if you want to outside of the live. Absolutely right. Periods got so heavy too. Yeah, and that's Lisa, thank you for sharing that. Yes, your periods can become heavy, heavier than normal. What's normal for you, and this is what we would class as erratic. Okay, your periods are not what they used to be. And this is your perimenopause or premenopause, if you want to refer to it as that. Is it Sobio? Hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome to the community. Do let me know if you're new here. I have perimenopause and I feel hot flushes and pain in my knees. Okay. Sobia, thank you for sharing that. Hot flushes are very common, is one of the common symptoms. Thank you, Susan, for the roses. Is one of the common symptoms in perimenopause. It can continue through to postmenopause. I still have my hot flushes and my night sweats, and I'm 5 years into postmenopause. And pains in knees. We've had lives on, we have been having themed lives in the community in the evenings around menopause and skin, hair, nails, the eyes, muscles, bones, all those things, cognitive changes. We've had those lives already. I feel we've got one coming up, the nails, and also sugar and menopause and sugar. Any lives that have been missed, you can catch them up on our YouTube channel. I always download them from here and then put them on our YouTube channel. So you can go ahead and check out our YouTube channel, Menopause Wellness Community, and listen to the live. You might get something from that. Thank you for the follow, Muna. Mariah, welcome. What can we do about hot flush? Okay, so hot flushes. I would always say that your hot flush, is there anything that is exasperating your hot flush? I'll give you a clear example. For me, my hot flushes get exasperated if I have a hot shower. If I wash up using hot water, extremely hot water, I will start getting a hot flush. If I'm in an environment where the heating is quite high, I will start getting a hot flush. If I'm rushing about trying to do 2-3 things at one time, I will start getting a hot flush. So therefore, you have to be considering what's going on for you, why you're getting that hot flush, what's exasperating it. There are going to be things that you can potentially start using for hot flushes. So things like your diet. I'm going to say it again and again. Our diets can absolutely exacerbate our symptoms. So we need to be mindful about what we're eating, okay? And just our eating habits. Sugar is going to exacerbate all your symptoms. I'm telling you now. Sugar is not a great thing. And if you are a person with a sweet tooth, just be mindful and try and limit the amount of sugar you are absorbing, you're consuming. So there are going to be other things like for hot flushes, things like Don Quai is quite good. That's a Chinese medicine. I haven't personally used that. That's on our herbs and spices list. We have about 2 or 3 herbs and spices list in the community. Maria, I'm happy to share it with you. Mariah, sorry, not Maria. Mariah, I'm happy to share it with you. You just need to DM me afterwards or send me an email. And as long as I've got your email address, I can send it over to you, and I can do that today. And another one, when I first was getting my hot flushes, I used for a while black coash. Black coash is supposed to be good as well. And I've used a black coash. I've also used things like CBD oil. So again, it sounds like there's so many different things out there. You don't know what's going to work for you until you try it. So yeah, Mariah, I can send the list out to you. So feel free to reach out and I can send you the list today. I can send you that today. Try sage tablets. I've heard about that, Magstar. Thanks you for sharing. That's come up a lot in the community. Sage tablets. Sage is supposed to be really good for you. Yeah, try it and see. Right now, you know what? This journey, you just trying everything and anything that comes up. But you will eventually find out what works for you. But when you're trying these things, try and do them. Try to trial your things in isolation rather than trying it all at once. So rather than taking sage tablets, your black coash and the magnesium together, and because if you've not had it before, trial them like you take the magnesium for the first month or few to see how it's working. Then you start introducing the next thing. Then you start introducing the next thing. Because that's how you're really going to know, is it actually working? I think there was one time in this journey, I was taking so many things. I just thought to myself, are these things actually working for me still? So I just reduced and stopped to using certain things to see if any symptoms came back. So that's what I've been doing. But welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness community. This is the place to meet like-minded people, to get support. Just if you want to rant and rave about your journey. Yeah, it happens here. I'm just going back to some comments because I think I've missed some comments here. So I haven't missed. Thank you for all the follows. I'm going to be here until about maybe 4 o'clock for a drop-in. But yeah, if you've got any comments or questions, feel free to share. Thank you for all the follows. I had to go on HRT. I couldn't live like that anymore. And Magstar, if HRT is working for you, then it's fantastic. We were talking about HRT when on our evening live on Thursday. And you know what? I'm not a HRT girly, me personally, I'm not HRT. However, if you feel that HRT is for you and you tried it and it works, then congratulations. We've got to not be, we need to stop apologizing for being on, taking this, taking that, or not doing the HRT route and going the herbal route, or taking the herbal route and not going the HR. Let's not be apologetic for this. This is an unapologetic journey. What works for you works for you. And don't let anyone tell you anything different. Simple as. Yeah? My ovaries were not taken out. Oh, right. Mummy Sandra, you said you had a hysterectomy. So you had partial hysterectomy, did you? But it can still happen with even a partial hysterectomy. Stacey Jones. Hi, Stacey. My doctor has been dismissing me for years. That's not good to hear. I'm sorry that you're experiencing that. But I hear you and I understand you, because GPs, remembering, I'm not sure what point you joined the live, GPs generally only have 1 hour of menopause training. unless they specialize in it or want to know more about it, 1 hour training. This is why go to your GP armed with your information. It just may be that you tell your GP something that they don't even know. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. This is what we're here for, to share information, to be more knowledgeable. Yeah. I will do all the research there is, and I just will share that information. And we have so many other pieces of information coming into the community. So feel free to share, pop it in the comments. You know, we're always here 3 evenings a week, Tuesday, Thursdays and Sundays, 8 o'clock British summertime, 8 p.m. And we are here just supporting each other. Could I have the list, please? Absolutely, Sunshine. Just send me a DM or click on the email link and I can send you the list. I will send you the list. Absolutely. I'm going to grab some water. Sorry. Yeah, I'll send you this out today. My goodness me. Talking makes your voice, makes your throat. Just thank you for the follow, Bernice. Thank you very much for the follow, everyone. Those of you who are new to the community, welcome. My voice is going already. This is not good. This is absolutely not good. But yeah, I can send you the list of the symptoms. I can send you the list of stages of menopause. I can send you the list of herbs and spices, foods. I've even got a list of nuts. I've even got lists of what foods can help build up your estrogen, your progesterone, and your testosterone as well. Remember, even though someone asked the question a few days on Thursday, actually, are there things that we can do to replace those hormones that are declining, that are, rapidly declining? Absolutely can, but it will never give it back to its fullness. Okay, it will never do that. We had Petra Boddington on our live on Thursday, and we do a monthly live with Petra Boddington. Petra is a menopause coach, and she talks about, and she works specifically with individuals who have, unfortunately, is recovering from cancer, and also menopausal as well. And she was talking about her experience with HRT. The moment she took HRT, everything changed for her. A lot of women say HRT has been a game changer for them. There were some women that said HRT didn't work for them. Your journey is going to be different to everyone else. Like I said, one size doesn't fit all. I'm struggling with weight. Do you think menopause does causes? Umu, I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. Welcome to the live. Yes, so what happens, we did a live on this. What happens because our estrogen and the progesterone starts to decline, we don't realize just how important this estrogen is. Estrogen protects a lot of things. It protects our brain, it protects our skin, it protects our nails, hair, a lot of things. So when it starts declining, particularly the digestive system as well. So in our live where we did the menopause and the digestive system, that's now on YouTube if you want to go and have a look. It talks about, this is the reason why we start to tend to find that we will put on weight around the abdomen area. Okay, so there are ways we can. Again, I'm going to go back to looking at what we need to consider, what we are eating. Absolutely consider what we're eating, because our hormones are declining. When we start eating how we used to eat before this journey started, embarked in our lives, came into our lives, we was okay. We were probably okay with eating things, but then you'll notice that your body is not accepting those sort of things anymore. So we always have to keep mapping about what's changing, because it will change from month to month sometimes, so we just have to be mindful about it. But we can absolutely, but Uma, can get in touch with me and we can talk about that. Stacey James. Yeah, so your GPs, if they don't have somebody in at the surgery, they should know where to refer you to a menopause clinic. Or do you know what? If your GP doesn't know, let's do some research ourselves. Thank you very much for the heart me. Let's go online and check online the nearest menopause clinic to where we are residing. We can do that research ourselves. Yeah. So be armed with that, being an advocate for yourself. What better way? Go and check that information for yourself. If the GP doesn't know, then you know what? We'll go and find out ourselves. Just put into the internet search, menopause clinic, menopause support. There are some charities out there that will give support around menopause as well. It's actually in my book, our book, the community book. I'm going to show it. Oh, Ideal Time. This is the community book, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. In here is some support and advice around the menopause, and some websites and charities that can support with menopause. Okay, this is in paperback at the moment, but it's going to be in an ebook form very soon. So welcome everyone. Oh, thank you very much, Sharifa. Welcome to the community. If you're not part of the community and you would like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. Mother's Hope, thank you for the follow. Bernice, is it good to take on to lose weight? Because it's hard to lose weight. Okay, Bernice, I am the wrong person to ask that question for the simple reason I'm not a big fan of injecting things into my body. I'm really not. I have managed to lose 2.5 stones from December. And you know what that is from? Changing the way I eat and moving more. Those are the two things. And in fact, I'll let you into the secret now. I have put together stepping into your fitness program that will be coming out in the new year. Because I'm just not a person to be putting things into my body. I'm just not like that. So I would not say that it's a good thing to take that, because I don't know. I've not taken it myself. But 2.5 stone since December. It's not impossible, but it's about being committed. It's about being consistent. And that's what I'm going to be helping other warriors with in January onwards. Yeah, because you can do it. You can absolutely do it. It's being consistent. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, everyone. But I know people who have taken that and it's worked for them. What works for one may not work for someone else. To me, there's just not enough research on that for me to say, yes, I'll go and take it. But I've just proved to myself that actually with being consistent, being, disciplined, I've lost 2.5 stone since December. And I've managed to keep it off because the main thing was changing the way I ate. Changing the way you eat. Be mindful about what you're putting into your body, because a lot of this processed food, a lot of this sugar is damaging your body, absolutely damaging your body. And you may not see the impact now, but months or years down the line, I'm telling you, we just got to make that slight change. And this is what this Step Into Your Fitness program is going to be about. It's a 12-week program, and that's what it's going to be all about you changing the way you move, changing the way you eat, and just changing that whole mindset, supporting you to be a bit more consistent than you are. Hi, Special. Welcome. I'm just getting down to your comment now. I'm postmenopause and I haven't had HRT. Okay, so what you'll need to do is just speak to your GP about that. Because like we're always saying, even with HRT, even though I don't take it myself, you have to ask these questions. What are the benefits of me taking HRT, particularly with, you've got blood clots? What are the benefits and what are the risks? Do the risks outweigh the benefits? That's what you've got to be asking yourself. So go armed with those questions to your GP when you go and see them next. Yeah? But welcome to the community. I'm going to be doing a live on post-menopause, because we talked about this briefly on Thursday with Petra, and we talked about the missed generation. Because once we are in post-menopause, I know the older generation, they stop talking about their menopause now because they feel, well, I'm past it. Actually, what do you mean you're past it? You're still menopausal. Your symptoms don't just disappear just because you reach a certain age or you're now in post-menopause. Yeah? Thank you for the follow, Walk-In. Absolutely, thank you for the follow. I've currently got one. Miss Loveny. Miss Lavinia. What have you got? What have you got? I've missed it. Oh, pain in joints. And I'll share something with you. Probably about, maybe about 2 years ago, I was getting pains in my shoulders. A lot of pain in my shoulders, to the point where I couldn't raise my arm. Okay, could not raise my arm. So I went to the GP and I went and had some scans done. And I got told I've got arthritis in my shoulders, both shoulders. That's what I got told. So, okay, this is something that I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. Well, actually, no. Because changing my diet and moving more, I don't have, touch wood, I don't have any pain in my shoulders anymore. Don't have no pain. And don't get me wrong, there are going to be some times where, we may have a health condition that prevents us from moving the way we would like to move. But there's always a way around it. Do as much as you can. This is what you're going to do, as much as you can. Thank you for the follow. Grandma JB, welcome. Please, can you advise if you get tingling feet due to menopause, mainly at night? Okay, so tingling feet and hands is on the list, Grandma JB. Can I call you Grandma? Tingling feet and hands are on the list of our symptoms for perimenopause and menopause. I don't know how long you've been experiencing that. If you are concerned about it, I would always advise you to go and speak to your GP. And I would say as well, I'm going to encourage you warriors out there, encourage you queens. You see, when we're getting these symptoms, whether it's nighttime, during the day, during the evening, anytime, please, let's not downplay these symptoms. Let's not downplay them, because a lot of the time that's what we tend to do. Oh, it'll go away. It's only there for a day. It'll go away. Our bodies are signaling to us that something's not right. Okay? Whether it's a symptom of menopause or whether it's something else. Let's not downplay what we're experiencing. So if your tingling feet have been there for quite some time, because I experienced tingling hands and feet, haven't done for quite a while, but I used to experience it, but it wasn't there every single day. This is something that you would need to go and speak to your GP about. Please, let's not downplay our symptoms, queens. Let's not downplay our symptoms. They're there for a reason. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Gracie, welcome. How do I know when I have menopause? Okay, so I just mentioned about 3 stages of menopause. Perimenopause, also referred to as premenopause. Menopause is actually 1 day. It's a moment in time menopause. And then you have postmenopause. So how you will know that you are in premenopause or perimenopause is that your menstrual cycle starts becoming erratic. You may start experiencing hot flushes, mood swings. These are some common symptoms of the perimenopause. So you may be in tune with your body. If you feel your body doesn't feel right, there's something different about it, make note of it. Okay? You're the person that's going to know your body the best. You know it better than anyone else. So don't let anyone tell you that you are not experiencing that or you shouldn't be experiencing that. You're too young. You're too young for menopause. Listen, you know what your body's going through. Okay, so first take note of that. So that's how you may know that you are in perimenopause. Gracie, I can send you the list of symptoms for perimenopause and menopause. I can also send you information on the stages of menopause. We call it the stages of menopause, but perimenopause, menopause, and also postmenopause. I can send you the information on that. So feel free to reach out to me and I can get that sent over to you today. Okay. So anyone got any advice for sore joints? Magstar, again, you could, my hands are itching me. Send over the herbs and spices, but please, I'm going to go back to, and I sound like a broken record, but that's fine. Consider what you are eating. Consider what you are eating. I'm telling you, until I made this lifestyle change, you don't realize the things that we choose to eat can absolutely have an impact on our bodies, can absolutely have an impact on exasperating these symptoms that we're experiencing. So we really need to be looking at that. But I can send you the list of herbs and spices, foods that are going to be helping as well. It's out there. What signs do I look for? Gracie, what signs? For your perimenopause, would it help if I read out the list? I've got the list. I'm happy to read out. Hair loss can happen. Absolutely, hair loss can happen. Welcome, Leela. Yeah, mental health, anxiety. It's all on the list. It's not to say that but I don't want you warriors to start feeling that, am I going insane? Because no, you're experiencing these symptoms, right? And aside these symptoms, this is what I'm saying. If you feel that they are more aggressive or, they're not what they used to be and you're concerned about it, go and speak to a GP. Please go and speak to a GP. Suffering menopause symptoms for over 20 years, sleep disturbances. Grandma, I'm sorry to hear that, but I hear you and I understand you. It's for the rest of our life, right? Post-menopause, when we hit post-menopause, it's still there. For many women, it can start declining some of the symptoms. For others, it can be still there. As I said, post-menopause for me has been 5 years. I've still got some of my symptoms. Some of my symptoms have disappeared, but other symptoms are still there. Like my night sweats, my hot flushes, my brain fog. They're still there. Absolutely still there. Thank you for the follow. Is honey okay? Yeah, honey is fine. Honey is fine because that's not refined sugar. This is the thing. If we're having refined sugar, maybe try and swap it out for something else. What about black seed oil? Black seed oil is supposed to be really good. Mummy, I'm going to call you Mummy Sandra. Black seed oil is supposed to be good. But when we check these things, okay, go and do your research. Go and do your research. Do your due diligence on things. Because even when we go into shops and try, we identify something new that we're going to be trying, not everything is good. Not everything in the health store is great. Do your checks. Okay? I use the Yuka app and I am not buying anything without it coming up green on the Yuka app. That's me, even in the health store shops. When I was looking for lion's mane, and because that lion's mane helps me with my brain fog, there's different forms of lion's mane. There's powder, there's tea bags, there's latte, there's capsules, there's tablets. For me, The only thing that came up green on my app was the Lion's Mane tea bags and the latte. It's not coffee in it though, but those are the only two that came up. That was green. So that's the only two that I will take. So please, please, please do your due diligence. Okay, if you want me to read out, let me just grab this list actually. Hold on a sec. Because I see someone said about, yes, the list. I'm going to quickly read through this list, okay? So this is the list that we have of perimenopause and menopause symptoms. I'm going to quickly go through it. And I apologies if you've heard it before, but, you know, there's new people in the community that's coming to the live for the first time. So this is the list. I'm going to quickly go through. Insomnia, palpitations, vaginal dryness, weight loss, hair loss, dry skin, muscle pain, acne, blood pressure dips, incontinence, depression, eczema, blood pressure spikes, hot flushes, low libido, anxiety, pain during sex, migraines, blood sugar spikes, brittle nails, vaginal atrophy, dizziness, fatigue, weight gain, panic attacks, joint pain, nausea, food cravings, breast pain, extra heavy periods, forgetfulness, lack of concentration, shortness of breath, unpleasant body odor, tingling hands, tingling feet, severe cramping, increased body hair, breast changes, skin sensitivity. That's one I've got recently. Numbness to hands, numbness to feet, extra long periods, depth perception issues, paranoia, constipation, bowel issues, fluid retention, clumsiness, underarm odor, blurry vision, chills, voice pitch changes, loss of bone density, irregular heartbeat, difficulty swallowing, back pain, indigestion, bleeding gums, crawling skin, irritability, bad breath, aching teeth, frequent urination, high libido, frequent UTIs, facial hair, dry mouth, excess mucus, anal incontinence, bloating, itching, tinnitus, worsening allergies, irregular periods, vertigo, gum pain, brain fog, dry eyes, psoriasis, thrush, flooding, acid reflux, rage, burning tongue, brittle, dry hair, metallic taste in the mouth, vaginal itching, rosacea, that's the inflammation of your skin, electric shocks, restless legs, pins and needles, random tears, metabolism changes. It's a lot, right? It's a lot. There's a heck of a lot there. So you may experience some of those. I'm not saying you're going to experience all of those. These are symptoms that could be experienced. You may be experiencing some of them through perimenopause and menopause. And I will tell you now, when we hit postmenopause, it doesn't necessarily mean our symptoms will disappear. Okay, it doesn't mean that. Yes, for some women, symptoms will start declining. Some may disappear, like I just shared with you. Some of my symptoms have disappeared, but I still have some of those common symptoms. Now, the list that I just read out, they include the common symptoms, and they include not so common symptoms, right? We're wishing everyone Christmas ready. Oh dear. It's not that time yet. We're not there yet, are we? I'm just going back on the comments just in case I've missed anything. But welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness community. We are here today doing a menopause drop-in. Every so often I do a menopause drop-in. It's for 3 hours, so I'm going to be here until up to 4 o'clock. Just answering your questions. If you want to connect with like-minded people, share your journey. Everyone's journey is going to be different. You know what? 10 of us, 20 of us can have brain fog, but the intensity of it is going to be different for everyone. Yeah, sometimes someone's brain fog can be there, but it's, just letting them lose concentration a bit. Other times, listen, when brain fog comes and kicks me in the backside, believe me, it kicks me so hard that I don't even remember where I am sometimes. That's how bad my brain fog can get. So I'm just taking my lion's mane for my brain fog, it helps me. Okay, so I'm back to where I was in terms of the comments, but welcome everyone. If you're not following the community already and you want to be part of the community, feel free to follow. If you follow, then it will just notify you when we are having our lives. We are live, our scheduled lives are Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. British summertime. And it's just for 1 hour we meet up during that time. But we cover lots of different topics. If you've missed a live, I always load our lives or upload our lives to our YouTube channel. So you can go and catch up on YouTube if you've missed a live. The lives that we've got coming up is menopause and nails, how menopause can affect the nails, and also menopause and sugar. Keep talking about this sugar, right? Hi, Peanut. It's cortisol thing in menopause. Yes, absolutely. We spoke about cortisol with the diet, and one of the lives, I'm trying to remember which live now, we spoke about the digestive system as well. But yeah, that will change as well. That will absolutely change. Ashwagandha. Rava, yes, ashwagandha is on the list of our herbs and spices as well. That comes up a lot. Is it true probiotics help with menopause? Nix, thank you for your question. Is it true probiotics? They can help. They can help with your gut health. Absolutely help with your gut health, which in turn will support you with your symptoms. Yeah. But it's finding the right ones for you. We talked about it, probiotics and what's the other one? Can't even remember. We talked about it in our live on menopause and the digestive system. Thank you for the follow, everyone. I was chasing symptoms for 2 years and listen, this whole menopause journey, this phase of life that we navigate through, and every single woman will experience menopause, but will experience it on different levels. You hear many women saying, well, I didn't go through the change. I didn't get anything. They would have experienced something to some degree. Yeah, they may not have recognized that it was the menopause, because let's be real, when we talk about menopause, what do we generally think about first? Hot flushes, brain fog, night sweats. There's so many more. There are so many more. And my mother's generation and my grandmother's generation, they didn't really openly talk about it how we are openly talking about it. So I'm really glad a community is available like this, and there are advocates out there on social media, and I'm glad that's happening, because it's going to pave the way for our daughters, our nieces, our granddaughters. By the time they come up to this journey, they're going to be unapologetic about it, and they're going to be able to be confident to talk about it and know exactly what they need in terms of support. It's exhausting. When we just read the list alone, it's quite overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. And this is another reason why this community is here, because you don't have to be alone. You can absolutely dip in and out of the community and just feel being heard and supported, being listened to and understood, rather. It's a big difference, makes a big difference. The amount of people who have sent me messages and said, just having the community there, just being listened to, has made a big change. Would you recommend anything for hair loss? Lorna, I don't know if you're still here. I hope you're still here, because I'm just catching up on the comments and questions. Would I recommend anything for hair loss? I'm going to go back to the first and foremost. What are we eating? What are we eating? I'm telling you, what we eat plays a big part in how our body functions. Absolutely a massive part we don't realise. And then on top of that, Lorna, you may want to go and catch up on our live that we done on hair health and hair loss with Aqua. And also we done a live on menopause and hair as well. My hair was going really thin, when I was, as I'm navigating through this journey, because I'm still in the journey. My hair was going really thin, and I used some hair oil called Rise. It was from Aqua, actually. She runs I think it's SHB Hair. She's on social media, and her hair oil is for any type of hair. Any type of hair. And that's what I loved about it. That's what I love about it. It's for any type of hair. So I use this oil every single day for 2 months on my scalp and in my hair. And my hair got back its thickness. It retained its thickness. So thinking about, and that oil has got things in like hibiscus, lavender. That's where my brain stops. I can't remember what else it's got in there. But yeah, it's got all natural things in there. And she's very much for, that oil is for, like I said, what I love about it is for every type of hair. But yeah, go try and catch up on the lives on YouTube. But yeah, I'm telling you, I would definitely look at what we're eating and how we are eating. We don't consider these things. Thank you very much for the roses, Rusty. Thank you very much. We really need to look at what we're eating. Humpty Dumpty, welcome. I've been diagnosed with Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Really sorry to. That's a lot for you. I mean, that just sounds a lot reading it. That's a lot. And this is the thing. Those conditions there can also mimic some of the symptoms of the menopause as well. So yeah, speaking to your GP and getting the right support that you need. You know, we all deserve the right support, right? We absolutely all deserve the right support. But first and foremost, we must never downplay our symptoms, what we're experiencing. Don't downplay it. If you get asked if you're in pain, what's the pain on a scale of 1 to 10, and you know the pain is 10, do not go and start saying, oh, it's free, I can manage it. No. Be honest. Be honest with your GPs. Be honest with your consultants. Because the moment you walk out of that room, they are now feeling, because they're going on what you've just told them, that your pain threshold is at 3, or your pain is at a 3, and you're fine with it, when actually it was at a 10, but you just didn't want to say it. Let's not downplay. Do not downplay what we're experiencing. All the symptoms of menopause, sleep with fan on. Oh, mummy Sandra, I hear you and I understand you. The sleeping with the fan, isn't it? Yeah, I hear you. You just got to do what you need to do. But there are going to be other things that you can consider as well. Again, I'm going to go back. I'll sound like a broken record. I'm going to go back to look at what we are eating. And totally, it's just gone. Listen, you see this? This is brain fog in real time. It's happening in real time right now. I've lost my trail of thought. But yes, the sleep deprivation is not nice. Disturbance of sleep, because you got hot flushes, but there are things that you can be doing as well. You may be doing them already. Like, what are you actually wearing to bed? Breathable, and depending on the sheets that you're using, there are so many different things out there that you can probably just check out to see if that is going to help. We don't know if it's going to help until we start trying it, right? But as I said, in this journey, warriors, give yourself grace, give yourself compassion, and be kind to yourself. Absolutely be kind to yourself. Is it MZ? Welcome. Oh, I'm glad you found us as well. 45 and had a partial hysterectomy at 30. Okay. And I hope that went well for you. And I also hope the consultants mentioned that, whether it's a partial or a full hysterectomy, it then can induce your menopause symptoms. And I'm hoping that you have found something, a routine that is helping you with the symptoms. I'm in chronic pain in pelvis area. Oh, Humpty Dumpty. Sorry to hear that. And have you, with this chronic pain, Have you been to the GP about it? How long has it been going on? So when we're going to our GP and we're talking about chronic pain, let them know what the chronic pain feels like you, because what does chronic pain mean? So explain to them exactly what the pain is like for you. What is it? How is it impacting on your life? Because pain in the pelvis area is not nice. It is absolutely not nice. And what is it that you can do to be helping with that pain? Do you need to go and see a physio? Do you need to, look at changing the way you eat? All those sort of things. So have a check ask these questions. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. My comment was stopped by TT Community. Oh, Stacey. Your comment was stopped. I didn't even see anything come up. So if you've got a comment, or if it was a question, I'm not sure if it was a question, you can just reach out to me if you wanted to. I don't understand why, unless it had something in there. A lot of this TT is, the guidelines have changed recently, haven't they? I'm still getting my head around the guidelines and things like that as well. Peanut. Okay, the stress hormone, how do you take it down? I'm sure I've just done a post this morning on self-care. So I'm going to just get up all my information, cortisol, and let you know, because self-care is important, and keeping them low. Okay, so let's see. Food, you see, comes back to our diet again. Our diet. So for peanut, things like omega-3 fatty acids, which is found in your fish, walnuts, and seeds. There's some seeds. We've got lists of nuts as well in the community I can send over. Things like your dietary fibers, your probiotics. Someone mentioned probiotics earlier on. We talked about that in the digestive system the other day. So these can promote gut health. Okay, so when you're promoting your gut health, it potentially then lowers the cortisol and stress levels. Stress management, I can't even begin to remind everyone. Stress is not a good thing. Okay, don't get me wrong. There's sometimes when we're stressed and it makes us perform a lot better than we would normally. However, we need to look at our stress management. What's stressing us? Who is stressing us? Do we need to remove? Do we have any toxic relationships going on in our lives? Do we need to remove ourselves from that? Okay, so peanut, in terms of keeping your stress hormones and your cortisol levels low, then you think about what we're eating. Going back to what we're eating, okay? It states in my information, to keep cortisol levels low, it is essential to adopt a balanced diet rich in nutrient dense foods. Foods that can help lower cortisol levels include your omega-3 fatty acids, dietary fiber, probiotics, magnesium is there as well. So do you see why I'm saying all the time, and I sound like a broken record, and I'm going to keep on repeating, we need to be mindful about what we are eating. Because what we choose to eat, how we choose to eat, can absolutely have an impact on our health. It absolutely can. It's even like we have sugar. Don't get me wrong. I used to be a person who had sweet things after I ate in the evening. Every single day I would have chocolate. I felt I needed that. What happens with the sugar? It spikes our sugar levels, and then it crashes again. It just makes your night sweats and your hot flushes even worse, the sugar. We're going to be doing a live on menopause and sugar, because we don't really, and the thing is, the reason why I'm encouraging you warriors to check what you are eating, I'm suggesting that you carry out a food diary. The reason being is because life is lifing, right? And what happens when life is lifing? We are just moving along, and kind of sometimes we don't take note of how we're eating, because we know we need food to fuel our bodies. We know we should be eating so many times a day if we do eat so many times a day. So a lot of the times what we can get into a habit of is just grabbing and go. So this food diary that I'm encouraging you to do, if you haven't done one already, don't have to do it, but I'm just suggesting that, and this is what I suggest to my clients, a food diary over 7-day period. The reason why I say 7 days and not 5 days is because with a 7-day period of a food diary, you are going to document every single thing that you consume. Whether that is water, whether that is a snack, whether that is just a piece of a cake that your friend just offered you, okay? Everything. Even if you are chewing gum, I want you to document that. Because then after 7 days, you're going to get a better overview of the way you eat. And you're going to be able to identify what you're doing with your eating habits. Let's be real. We've all got habits, haven't we? Thank you very much, Buff Mummy. We've all got habits. We learn these habits. It's time to unlearn these habits and relearn new habits. That's what we need to do. We're all capable of doing that. Yeah, but we don't know just exactly what's going on with our consumption of food until we actually document it. Because I can easily say, yeah, I do drink enough water, and I do this and I do that. But you see, when I document it, it gives you a better overview into, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I was eating so many carbs. I didn't realize I was eating, I wasn't drinking enough water. And this is why I'm saying a 7-day period rather than a 5-day period. So that, Peanut, I hope that's answered your question in terms of the taking down the stress hormone, the cortisol. Yeah. Let's start from basics. Before we start saying, oh, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that, I'm going to take this. Let's start from basics. Look at how we are eating. All right. Just our habits of eating. Okay. Can you recommend anything for hair loss? Okay. I did answer that, didn't I, Lorna? I think I've gone back on some of these. I'm suffering with... Hi, Jazz. With water infection and a lot. Now... So with your UTIs, you're getting a lot of water infections. It may help. I don't know. It may help. You're not going to know if it's going to help until you start using it. Ask that question to a GP. Do they think, right? So what I've found from warriors that are on HRT, they have said, some of them have said, taking HRT has got rid of every single symptom they was experiencing. Got rid of it just like that. Why? Because it replaces your hormones to a higher level than what it would do if you are using natural remedies and things like that. Okay. There was also something called, with HRT, your hormone replacement therapy. There's also something called body identical hormone replacement therapy, which is supposed to be a lot less risk. I know Petra mentioned the risks. It was 0 point something because someone was concerned about taking out HRT, it giving them cancer. It's a very small risk. And this is what we need to do. This is why we do our due diligence, do our own research. Okay, as well as asking those questions to GPs and consultants. What are the risks? What are the benefits? Do your benefits outweigh your risks? And then if you feel that they do, that's a decision that you and you only will make. Yeah. So, yeah, I can only answer it as much as that, Jazz. You're welcome, Umrix. You're welcome. Hey, Val's home. How are you? Thank you for the follows, everyone. Thank you for the follows. Hi, Ruth. So yeah, we're here doing a drop-in, a menopause drop-in. As I said, we did a trial drop-in about 4 weeks ago now, I think. Weeks are going so quickly. We did two trial drop-ins and they worked really well. So we decided that the menopause wellness community are going to have regular drop-ins. Unfortunately, I'm unable to commit to specific days because of the work I do. It's not just this I do. So we just have the drop-ins as and when. But they will be for 3 hours. So we're going to be here until 4 today. Please, what age starts? Okay, Ruth, are you asking what age the menopause starts at? Or your menopause journey? So typically in the UK, it's the age of 51. In the UK and the US, it's 51. However, it can be younger. There is a window of 45 to 55. And I say window in the loosest possible terms because it can happen before. It can absolutely start... you can absolutely start journeying through this phase of life before that age. It's going to be different for everyone. Although 45 to 55, and typically in the UK and US is 51, my journey started at 42. There are some women that are younger that are in the community and their journey has started as well. So also remember, your menopause can be induced, medically induced by any hysterectomies or surgical procedures like, and if you, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, that can also induce your symptoms as well. So yeah, it's going to be different for everyone. So I noticed that this AI keeps popping up and saying, okay, happy Saturday to you. I hope everyone's Saturday is going well. And you had a fantastic, productive week. I like productive weeks, I do. It's been a full-on week for me. So I'm kind of glad to slow down a little bit. Rise, is it Rise or Riz? Apologies if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. I'm in the 9th year of menopause, still no sign of flushes coming. Oh, well, do you know what? You may never get them. It's different for everyone. So are you saying, correct me if I'm wrong, are you actually saying that you've been 9 years in your journey and you've not experienced any hot flushes? Do you know what? Fantastic. Because remember, even though I've read out those symptoms for perimenopause and menopause, they can still occur in postmenopause, because we shouldn't forget about postmenopause, because postmenopause, you research postmenopause, a lot of the time it will refer to the end of the menopause. It's not the end. For many women, it's still going to remain. It's still going to remain. Yeah, but if you're not experiencing any hot flush, don't wish it on yourself. Please don't wish it on yourself. If you're not having them, that's great. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for the follow. Absolutely. Okay, I'm just catching up with these. Exercise is very important also. Juju, yeah, you know what? Yes, exercise is very important. As I said, since December, I've been changed my life completely. Moving a lot more. I'm going to say moving rather than exercise. You know, sometimes when we hear the term exercise, we're kind of like, oh, I don't want to exercise. Let's say moving. We need to move. Our body needs to move. Our body appreciates us moving. So we shouldn't be sitting there for hours on end without movement. Okay. So even if that is walking, and if you're not a big walker, maybe it's like we start off small. You do as much as you can do. This is what you're going to do. I'm excited about this stepping into your fitness program that the community is going to be having come the new year. So excited about it. But yeah, exercise is very important. Absolutely. I'm glad you found us as well, MZ. Glad you found us. And everyone, all the newcomers, the newbies, welcome. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. Yeah, I'm just happy that you found the community. And do you know what I love about this community? And I can say this because, you know, I was the person set it up. But do you know what I love about this community? Is that everyone in it, they're here because they want to be. And you get a sense of belonging in the community, and it just highlights that you are not alone in your journey. It can feel lonely at times, and you feel that maybe, am I actually experiencing this, or is it something in my head? No, you're not. Right? And another thing that I love about the community, that you're gonna get that light bulb moment. You're definitely going to get that light bulb moment. There have been many light bulb moments for myself. One of the most exciting light bulb moments is when I identified that I'm not the only one who walks to the side. I don't know how many of you are walking and you're not walking straight. You're walking to the side. Yeah. Just Empress, one of our community ambassadors, calls it Team Crab. That's definitely happens. That you cannot walk straight. So yeah, thank you for liking the live. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for all the likes. It's not gone unnoticed. And thank you for being part of the community. I would love to be here so many more days than I am. But at the moment, 1 hour, 3 times a week, alongside the drop-ins is all that I can give at the moment. But hopefully that will change. Migraines, yeah, migraines are on the list, right? And as well, when we're having migraines, let's not just always, all these symptoms that are coming up, let's not just think, oh, it's the menopause. We can rule it out, because migraines, okay, depending on as well, when we're getting the migraines, how long are they lasting? What's the intensity of them on a scale of 1 to 5, if you're using that scale? Is it normal? Because I had someone in the community share that they was experiencing headaches, and they had headaches every single week, every single day of the week. Now, that's not normal. It's absolutely not normal. And when I asked how long these headaches were occurring, how long have they been going on for? 2 months. Why have you not gone to see a GP? Because when they went to go and see a GP, I did urge them to go and see a GP. For me personally, having a headache every single day for the last 2 months, no, that's not normal. Go and see your GP. And they was able to refer and then identify exactly what it was. I believe it was something like the sinuses or something. But had you not gone, you wouldn't have identified that. So let's not downplay our symptoms, what we're experiencing. Let's not do that. Tables, perimenopause. Oh, are you in perimenopause? Is that what you're saying? I have severe arthritis. Oh, do you know what? I'm getting uncomfortable on this chair now. I've been sitting down for so long. Me telling everyone, I'm going to just move my legs around. I've got severe arthritis. Nanny McPhee. Nanny McPhee, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's not nice. I'm not sure how long you've been on the live. I was sharing a short while ago that I got told I've got arthritis in both shoulders, and I wasn't able to move my arm high up. Wasn't able to do that. Went physio, and I, did all these things. I had acupuncture, I had everything. Even on top of that, I had a frozen shoulder as well. And now that I've changed the way I eat, and I'm moving a lot more, the pain has gone out of my shoulders completely. I'm now able to move like I wasn't able to move before. We're amazed. You'll be amazed about what changing up the way we eat will have an impact on our health, a positive impact on our health, as long as we're eating correctly, the right way, should I say. Hip pain I've had in this menopause. Jan, sorry to hear that. I hear you. I understand you. hip pain, movement as much as you can. I know that I experience stiff hips sometimes, and what I do is just get moving. That's if you can. You can only do as much as you can, right? I have no choice but to eat food bank food. It's made me ill. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm not sure. I used to work with in children's centres, and so I was very much involved in food banks, and I know the type of food that they give to you. They don't give, I'm not sure how they are now because it's been a while. Do they give vegetables now? I suppose not, because they're perishable, right? They only give non-perishable food still. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. But Miss Lovena, is it Lovena? Come reach out to me afterwards, please. Please reach out to me so we can have a chat. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Thank you for the follow. Diane, welcome. I have calcium deficiency in my right shoulder due to moving and assisting in my... I'm sorry to hear that. Absolutely sorry to hear that. So are you taking anything for that? What you said in your job? Thank you for the follows, everyone. I was eating clean before and had lost weight and was slimmer. Yeah, I know processed foods makes a big difference, doesn't it? I don't feel sometimes we realise just how much of an impact it does have on our health. But where possible, try and eat the best we can, right? And don't get me wrong, there are going to be things that we can do, even with the processed foods. Please reach out to me. We need to have a chat, Miss Love Miss Love. I'm going to call you Love because I know I'm pronouncing your handle wrong. Apologies, I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Please reach out. We're going to have a chat. Roz, I'm going to call you Roz. I'm abbreviating everyone's name here. Age 68, no HRT. Everything has changed. My energy and my mood has changed. Always take. Okay, that's fantastic that you're and I'm presuming that your everything's changed for the better. Is that correct? And you've been able to navigate through it without HRT. That's worked for you. Fantastic. That's fantastic. That's worked for you. Chickadee, thank you for the follow. All the newbies in the community, welcome. Welcome, because if I've missed your name and I haven't given you a shout out, just welcome if you are a newbie to the community. We meet up Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. British summertime, just for an hour. We have guest speakers. We talk about specific subject matters. For the last 3 weeks, we've been talking about themed topics. The menopause and hair. Nails is next week. The digestive system, the muscles, cognitive changes, the skin, the eyes, the teeth. We've been going into it. Just getting a lot of information. And you know what? It's good to have information like that. It's good to be armed with the correct information. So we know, but we just don't realise. And what that one hormone that has come up time and time again, I call the big boy hormone, is the estrogen. We don't realise and appreciate just how much estrogen does for us. It supports our brain function. It supports our heart function. It supports our digestive system. It supports the skin, the hair, the nails, the teeth, the eye, everything. So when it starts declining and starts fluctuating and declining, this is why we see a difference in our bodies, and our bodies will change. I'm sorry to hear that you go to, okay, again, going back to GPs, remember GPs only have 1 hour of menopause training. So if your GP is that GP that only has 1 hour, it is going to be beneficial to either go and speak to another GP who has more knowledge on the subject, or go armed with your information. Go and bring to your GP, this is what I know of menopause. Okay, because it may be the first time the GP is probably hearing about it. I understand the frustration. Again, I experienced that around my GP. 3 times I went to my GP and I just walked away, and I've not been back since. Up until today, I can honestly say, if I got my, thank you for my heart, me. If I asked my GP to see my medical notes, it wouldn't be on there that I am actually in postmenopause, because my GP doesn't know. I never told my GP, because I walked away after the 3rd time of not being listened to. I hate my husband at the moment. I don't know. Oh, Simi, is it Simi? Simi A. I'm sorry to hear that. And you know what? We do go through phases like that where we cannot stand our husband, our partners, our boyfriends. We cannot stand them being around them, because what's going on is there's so much going on for us, and we're trying to navigate this new phase of life that we're so engrossed in what's going on for us. We don't really want to be hearing, we don't want to be seeing, we don't want to be smelling these people around us. And I get it sometimes, but you know what, it's good to have that conversation. It's good to have that conversation. Until I had that conversation, the open conversation with my husband, I hadn't realised just how much my journey was having an impact on him. So try and have those conversations. We've had a live on menopause and relationships, relationships with children and family members, and relationships in work as well. We have monthly meets in the community. They're not on TikTok, they are on Zoom. So you have to send me an email to get the link. The next monthly meet is on the 21st of this month, and it's about sex and intimacy. We're going to be talking about sex and intimacy, how the menopause journey can impact it. And we're going to have honest and open conversations about it. But it's not on here. It's on Zoom. Is it Shells Ponder? You're going through perimenopause, and I hope that it's you're managing it. You are navigating through it smoothly. You know, I truly believe that if we were equipped better as young women growing up, when we had our menstrual cycles, every time we had our periods, if we were given the education back then to how to look after ourselves well during our menstrual cycle months, we would probably had a smoother transition into our menopause journey. I truly believe that. And this is why I want to be paving a way for the younger generation, and them actually taking better care of themselves, particularly through their periods, their menstrual cycle. Yeah. I had partial hysterectomy years ago, so I have no periods since. Okay, so you're now in perimenopause. So you've had, okay, perimenopause. Please, I need the information about perimenopause as well. Celeste, yeah, you send me. I've sent you some stuff already, haven't I, Celeste? Let me know. Just send me again an email and let me know. Just would say, Jackie, can I have the information about, and let me know, because I won't remember. I won't remember what information. If you just ask me for the information, I'll email you back anyway and say, which information do you need? Absolutely. I'm happy to share whatever information you would like. All I need is your email. Please do not put it in this chat here. Either DM me or click on the email link on the page. It will open up the email to the Menopause Wellness community, and I can send it over to you. I can get it sent over today. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you very much. Can I have the list of spices and foods, please? Absolutely, you can. Just send me over. Reach out to me and I'll get it sent over to you. These lists that I have, all this information that I've put together, it is for the community. I'm not precious about my information. I'm not precious about my lists, okay? So it's there for you. So just reach out to me and just let me know. Jackie, can I have? And then let me know. And I'll send it over to you. Loving seeing some more awareness of menopause. That's not enough. That's hormonal psychotherapist. Welcome. It is, do you know what? I feel that I'm very much a person that for those of you who are not confident to speak up, you don't have a voice. Do you know what? This is why the community is here. The community has got a voice for everyone. I'm telling you. Because this is a phase in life that we are going to have to navigate through. I have heard so many stories about the menopause journey impacting on marriages, on relationships, on jobs that warriors have loved and they've had to give up for it. I am absolutely going to be pushing forward to ensure that I can support, the community can support as many warriors as possible to take back control. Absolutely take back control. Because when we start trying to embrace, or when we start embracing this journey the best way we can, then it's going to have a better outcome. Absolutely going to have a better outcome. But thank you for the follow, everyone. What about magnesium? Yeah, magnesium is, I think that's on my list, you know. Magnesium is supposed to be good for sleep. But just check out which magnesium you need, because it's, I cannot remember which magnesium I'm using. There's magnesium citrate, there's magnesium glycinate, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So just check out the types of magnesiums and what they are going to be benefit for. Do your research, do your due diligence, definitely, okay? And remembering, if you are new to taking something different, always check your particularly if you've got any health conditions or on any medication, check with your GP, check with the pharmacist. You know, I'm navigating through menopause and this is what I'm thinking of taking. Is it going to have an impact on me? I'm just plugging in my phone because my battery's low. Just ask those questions. Always ask those questions, because I wouldn't want to hear that someone's tried something for the first time and it's had an impact on the existing medication that you're taking, or on any health conditions that they are trying to navigate through on top of this. So yeah, let's ask questions, do our research. Remember, one size doesn't fit all. We don't know if it's going to be benefit to us until we start trying it. But when we are trying it, just some tips. Try not to try everything at once. If you are trying magnesium, if you are trying moringa seeds, if you are trying lion's mane, try it at different times. Introduce it, stagger it. Okay, so you may try magnesium in weeks 1 to 3, and then then you can identify how is it helping you. Is it actually helping you? Is it working for you? And then week 4 to 6, then you're now going to try something new. So you're trying the magnesium plus this new thing. Stagger it that way, because sometimes when we try everything all at once, we don't know what's working, which ones are working for what. And, you know, like I said earlier on, unfortunately, there isn't one capsule for all these symptoms. So, yeah, it's trial and error. And even with HRT, hormone replacement therapy, I've heard from some warriors that it's helped with all of their symptoms, and other warriors saying that no, I'm still getting hot flushes, I'm still getting night sweats, even though I'm taking HRT. So again, it's a journey. This is why we've got to give ourselves some grace, give ourselves some compassion, be kind to ourselves. And you know what? Step up on our self-care and self-love. Absolutely. So important. So important. Right, let me see what I've missed. How do I get your book? Oh, it's on Amazon. On Amazon, the book. Paperback, it's at the moment. I still haven't done the ebook yet, but that's coming, the ebook. But yeah, you can get it on Amazon at the moment. Only on Amazon. Hope to stop face sweats. Yeah, the hot flushes are, listen, you'll be talking to someone and all of a sudden you start sweating out of nowhere. It just comes and just kicks you in the backside, right? Absolutely kicks you in the backside. There's so many factors to be considered, but I'm telling you, one major factor is what we are choosing to eat. Our eating, how we're eating. That's a big player in this game, because what we're eating can absolutely exasperate our symptoms that we're experiencing. What's the time now? So the time goes so quickly, so quickly. What's the name of the oil, please? Is that the hair oil I was talking about? SHB Care was is her business name, and I've noticed she's got a new account now as well, because I think she got locked out of her previous account, and it was Rise, RISE, Rise oil. If that's what you was asking for. If not, do let me know, because I'm just catching up with the comments now. You're welcome, Rusty. That's what I'm doing it for. It's everything I put together, all my studies that I'm doing is just to educate myself and educate all the community members as well. Because you know what? Knowledge is power. I'm telling you, that saying cannot be a truer word. Knowledge is absolutely power. Particularly when you're going to the GPs and you're saying, no, you're being fobbed off. No, don't be silly, this, that and the other. No, knowledge is absolute power. So let's get the knowledge. What app did you mention before? If you're still here, Miss Lovely, the Yuka app. Yuka. YUKA. That's the Yuka app that I use to scan everything before I buy it. I will scan everything. It takes longer to shop, don't get me wrong, but I scan everything. And if it doesn't come up green, dark green is excellent, light green is good. If it doesn't come up green on the Yuka app, I don't get it. Right now, in my cupboards, I used to have so many seasonings and herbs and spices, and now I've got 5. I can count on one hand. Because they're not good. Whether they're too high in salt or too high in something else, they're not good. So that's my best friend at the moment, the Yuka app. YUKA. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Welcome to the community, all the newbies. If you have thought about asking a question and you don't want to ask it, do you know what? We don't judge in the community. We absolutely do not judge. You ask questions because you don't know the answer, or you ask a question to clarify something. It's fine to ask questions. If you don't want to pop it in the chat, you can reach out to me on a one-to-one basis, either DM me or send me an email. What app do you use to check your food? Yeah, the Yuka app. Is it Tafara? Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Yuka app. YUKA. It's got it's a white symbol with, it looks like a carrot on there. I think it symbolizes a carrot. The Yuka app. So I scan everything. And do you know what I love about it as well? You can scan all your household products that you use. You can scan the hair products you put in the hair, like shampoo. You can scan toothpaste. You can scan everything. because of this app, I've changed a lot of things. I've changed the toothpaste I use. I changed what I put in my hair. I changed what I use on my skin. Well, I haven't changed what I use on my skin because I only use argan oil on my skin. But yeah, I've changed all my how I clean my skin as well in the morning and in the evening. I changed it up because of the Yuka app. Because not everything, like I said, not everything in that health food store is good. And we kind of presume or have in mind that we're walking into a health food store. That's the title in itself, right? Health food store. Not everything is good in a health food store. Check what you're buying. Can menopause cause shoulder pain? I am having serious shoulder. It can do. What's been coming up frequently, more commonly, is more frequently, is frozen shoulder. Frozen shoulders are so horrible. But yeah, I would say that if you are getting a lot of shoulder pain, first and foremost, go and see your GP about it. Get it ruled out. It's better to go and get it ruled out than rather be sitting there feeling that, yeah, it's definitely to do with the menopause. If you're concerned and you've got a gut feeling that it's not right, you have a gut feeling for a reason. But yes, frozen shoulders and shoulder pain, joint pain is, yeah, it's on the list of perimenopause and menopause symptoms. It's really nice to be in this space. Really nice to be. Oh, thank you, Mama Uncle. Yeah, it's a nice space. You know what? I wish I could do more hours, but I can only do what I can do. There's a lot of things happening for the new year. I'm excited. There's a lot of things going to be happening in the new year, as well as our first face-to-face event. We are having, and I just posted yesterday or the day before that I've rectified the issue with tickets now. So we're going to be having our very first face-to-face event in January. January the 24th, I think, is a Saturday. Embracing Menopause event. It's all about community, empowerment and well-being. We're going to be having guest speakers. We're going to be having activities. It's going to be 2 till 5. And the tickets are available. It's free. So, but it is a ticketed event and you will need to have a ticket. So go and grab your tickets if you are available. It's going to be taking place in Sidcup at the Black Fen Library. And it's going to be the first of many. That's our very first face-to-face event, but we're going to be having many more. I'm telling you, there's going to be lots going on. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. And this is the thing, you know, I love it when you're all communicating with each other. I can keep out of the conversation then. If you're communicating with other warriors in the community, that is fantastic to see. You know, this is where you can make connections and this is where you can feel heard and feel understood, because everyone's got has got similar experiences, right? And they're not fobbing you off. You're not being fobbed off in this community. You're actually being listened to and understood. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, that's fantastic. A lot of people use the natural route. I go the natural route as well. And it's really important to find what works for you. What I wouldn't want anyone to be feeling. I had someone say the other day, a few lives ago, I'm on HRT and I feel embarrassed about it. Listen, warrior, queen, if HRT is for you, then it's for you. You know, let's not be apologizing for what we are using to navigate through our journeys. Absolutely not. Look, we are hot, wise and unapologetic. And that is being unapologetic for our symptoms to be coming on all of a sudden, for what we are choosing to use to support those symptoms, whether it's natural remedies or HRT. Do you. Let's do you. Right? And don't let anyone tell you anything different. You know, when people say, oh gosh, what, you're silly not to take HRT. Listen, that's you. If you want to take HRT and it works for you, fantastic. But if it's not for me, I don't feel it's for me, so that's how I'm going to stay. People if people don't want to appreciate it, then do you know what? Good luck to them. Absolutely good luck to them. Yeah, it's so nice when I see you just communicating with each other and sharing what's going on. And we do have as well, anyone in the community, if you want to come up and speak your truth, let me know, because I will section out a time for you during a live to come up and share your story. We had Doc Rosie on two lives ago. So yeah, just contact me and then I'll make a time for you to come up and speak your truth. Because you know what, when we hear each other's stories, how each other's journeys are going, again, it's a confirmation to us that we're not alone. It also can be a confirmation that, it's not just you going through that, and you are in a community that you of like-minded people. So yeah, do feel free to get in touch with me and let me know if you want to share your truth. Owl Lover, welcome. I have a blood clotting gene. I cannot go on HRT. Is there anything else I can do? Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. And this is the thing. HRT is not going to be for everyone, and there's going to be a reason. So you would have asked that question, why is it? They would have told you this is the reason why HRT. They don't recommend HRT for you. Owl Lover, I have lists of herbs and spices, supplements. I have lists of foods that are going to be beneficial to be consuming, particularly during this journey. So I can send those out to you. So please get in touch. If your DMs are not open, you're not going to be able to send me a DM, understandably. But you can go onto the page, and if you see the email, there's a link there. Click on that and it will open up the email to the Menopause Wellness community, and I can get them over to you today. But yeah, again, I'm going to go back to saying about have a look at what we're eating, monitor what we're eating, how we're eating. It is, I'm telling you, it's been a game changer for me personally, and I can only go on my experience. For me personally, changing the way I eat has been a game changer, and moving a lot more has been a game changer. How can I lower my cholesterol or anxiety, please? Okay. Is that I love. I mentioned cholesterol earlier on because someone asked that question. And to keep cholesterol, I'm going to just go through this information again for you. To keep cholesterol levels low, it is essential to adopt a balanced diet rich in nutrient-dense foods. Foods that can help lower cholesterol levels include your omega-3 fatty acids, which is found in oily fish, walnuts and seeds. Omega-3s may help manage anxiety and lower cortisol levels. There you go. Fatty fish. Dietary fiber. Higher fiber foods can reduce inflammation and anxiety, contributing to lower cortisol levels. Also I'm reading my information that I've got here. Probiotics. These can provide gut health and potentially lower cortisol and stress levels. And also magnesium is there. Foods high in magnesium, such as avocados. Avocados is on my list. Avocados, bananas may help reduce inflammation and metabolic. Can't even say the word. Look, the word ain't even coming out of my mouth today. Metabolize cortisol. Okay, so additionally, maintaining a healthy sleep pattern. Sleep is very important. Managing stress. I mentioned that earlier on. Sometimes we need to do a stress management, overhaul of our stress management. What is stressing us? Who is stressing us? Can we get rid of them? Can we remove ourselves from that environment? Okay. Stress through exercise and relaxation techniques, and avoiding excessive caffeine and alcohol. So if you do drink a lot of coffee, if you do drink a lot of alcohol, these are things to consider about reducing them. They also help regulate cortisol levels. So it goes back to food really, doesn't it? So I hope that's helped with your question. Okay, can menopause cause tie in shoulder muscle? I have serious shoulder pain. Did I answer this question already? Yes, I did answer that question already. Sorry, I answered that question. I'm not stressed. My sleep go away. Okay, so if you feel you're not stressed and it's sleep, and this is the thing, when we say stress, so a lot of the time say, no, I'm not stressed, but our body internalize stress. Our body can easily internalize stress. So what's going on in life, you may not feel stressed, but the body's internalizing it. So this is why I'm talking about when it comes to stress management, we then need to look at what's going on, holistically what's going on. Okay, because even though sometimes we don't feel stress, and I've experienced that as well. I'm not feeling stressed right now, but actually what's going on right now in my life, my body's internalizing this stress. Absolutely. But for you, it's the sleep, your sleep. There are things that you can do around sleep. I've got lists, I've got information on self-care activities, what activities are going to be supportive, beneficial. And even with the lists on herbs and spices, it gives you the name of the herb or spice. It gives you the benefit of taking that herb or spice. And it also gives you the weekly intake of that as well. So just like the foods as well, how much of that food, I invited someone up. I didn't mean to, just ignore that invite, please. Even with the food, it's all right me saying eat avocados, because avocados will help with, your cortisol levels, keeping them low. But how much avocados do I need to be eating? So all that information is on there. I actually just eat half an avocado a day. A large avocado, half an avocado a day, whether I eat it as a snack or with my food. I have just got that into my routine, because what I found is that avocado is good for, as well as cortisol levels, it's also good for skin health. So eating avocados, 28 days of eating avocados got rid of my vaginal itching. Totally gone completely. So I now use avocado. I still eat avocado, but I now use avocado oil on my skin. And that's what I do. And if you don't like eating avocados, you don't have to eat it. You can put it on your skin, but always do a skin patch test first with mostly everything that you would do anyway. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Oh my gosh, is that the time already? 3:10. We've probably got about another 50 minutes before I sign off. We are doing another menopause drop-in today, this afternoon. But if you've got any questions, how to stop face sweat. Lady Yvonne Hamilton. Hello, lady. So your face sweats, you're talking about hot flushes. Yeah, there are things that you may be able to consider taking with hot flushes. But anytime we get things like hot flushes and night sweats, I'm always saying with symptoms, do your symptom tracker. Track your symptoms, and also identify, tracking your symptoms also helps you identify if anything exacerbates your symptoms. Like earlier on, I shared with you about my hot flushes. I guarantee you, if I have a hot shower, I'm going to get hot flushes, and I'm going to get hot night sweats, a really bad case of night sweats when I have a hot shower. When I'm washing up the dishes, I don't use gloves. So again, I'm telling you, when I wash up the dishes, I don't know what got it in my mind, but I have to wash up dishes with the hottest water I can take. I guarantee you, by the time I finish washing up dishes, I am sweating. I am busting a sweat because of the hot water. So this is why I'm saying do your symptom tracker. also to identify what is exacerbating your symptoms. So now, rather than having a hot shower, I have to have a lukewarm shower. I don't find them as nice, but that's how I prevent me having that hot flush. So yeah, until we start tracking and seeing what's going on. Some women have ringing ear. Yeah, tinnitus. I used to have that. I don't have it anymore. Touch wood, it's gone. And I feel that it has disappeared since I've changed my diet. And I'm moving more. I'm going to touch wood because I don't want to go and invite that back into my life right now. I really don't want to go and invite that back into my life because the ringing in the ear is not nice. It's on the list. Tinnitus is on the list, the ringing in the ear. It's not nice to have at all. User 297, welcome. Hi, where are located, please? Where am I located? Are you asking? I'm located in the Medway Towns in Kent. The event in January is going to be in Sidcup. I'm not sure what you were asking there, so I just answered two questions there. But if anyone likes any information on any lists or anything, or just some information to just be a bit more knowledgeable in this journey, because it's a lot. It's so much. And it can be so overwhelming, all this information. That's why when you ask for me for a lot of information, I hope you just take your time to go through it because it's overwhelming. Absolutely can be overwhelming. But thank you for the follows, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome all the new to the live. Welcome to the community. If you are not part of the community and you would like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. Hi, is it a clinic you run and where are you? Oh, a clinic. No, I don't run a clinic. I have clients. I have private clients. We have our online space, and this is the online space. We meet up every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 8 p.m. British Summer Time. We also have virtual meets as well. So we have monthly meets. So the next monthly meet is on the 21st of this month, and we're going to be talking about sex and intimacy. But that's not on here. That's going to be via Zoom. But we're going to start having our meets. I do have also menopause cafes in Blackfen Library as well in Sidcup. And I do private menopause cafes as well. So yeah, we don't actually have a face-to-face per se cafe or clinic, but we will start having a lot of online events as well outside of TT. We're going to have a lot of meetups as well. They're going to be meetups. So as I said, the website that I'm finishing, I'm going to build that, and hopefully in the next few weeks it's going to be ready and up and running. You will then be able to see how you can access a lot of other things in the community. We're going to be having meetups. We're going to have connection circles, retreats, all those sort of things are happening, going to happen. I started at 36 due to keep. Oh, it's Sham. I'm going to call you Sham. Sorry to hear that. And I hope everything's settled for you now. And thank you for sharing that information. But yeah, Lady Yvonne said, reach out to me and I can send you some information on the lists. Because there are things on the herbs and spices list that is recommended for things like hot flushes and night sweats as well. You're welcome. This is why the menopause drop-ins are sporadic at the moment. They are as and when I can fit them in. So I don't actually publish those because what I don't want to do is say a time and a date and then something comes up and then I have to cancel it. So I just come on as and when for the menopause drop-ins. So I still have a lot of symptoms and I'm post-menopause. Yeah, Buff Mummy, thank you for sharing that. And this is the thing, we tend to feel or presume that once we hit post-menopause, that's it, that's the end of it. No, not necessarily. Yeah, like you, I'm in post-menopause as well. the majority of my symptoms have passed now. Touch wood. Don't want to speak them back into my life. But the symptoms are still there. They're still there. And I'm still navigating through the symptoms that I still am experiencing. Okay, hopefully we'll see you soon then, Ruth, if you're still here. I check up on... Yeah, definitely check up on YouTube. Remember, all the lives are put on... I download them from here and then upload them onto our YouTube channel. So you can go and watch that at your leisure then. If you think, oh, this is... You just... I'm supposed as well, when you go through the the video, you can actually fast forward it as well. Are we here because you are good at it? Oh, thank you, Buff Mummy. Thank you very much. I do, you know what? I like to connect with people. I do like to connect with people. And I like to listen to people as well. You know, sometimes it's not always about talking. It's sometimes just giving everyone the opportunity to connect within this space here. Yeah. But there's going to be a lot of things happening in the community. And I appreciate everyone in here. I absolutely do. So happy. I'm happy that everyone's come across this today. Thank you everyone for the follows. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for... I can see someone's just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you everyone. And you know what? This is your community. This is absolutely your community. If there's something that you think, oh, Jackie, this will be fantastic to do, or let me know. I've got time for you. I will look at it and consider it. And if I've got the capacity to do it, then we'll see. It may be that you decide to kind of like, okay, you want to be part of the community. We do have community ambassadors in the community as well. We've got 5 community ambassadors. We've got Just Empress, Poetic Angel, Lulu, Samantha and Claire. And things are happening. Claire's based in Wales, and things are happening. Again, we'll divulge it in due course, but things are all happening. So if anything, come and speak to me. Definitely. What do you mean walking to the side, please? Oh, Gela, if you're still here, walking to the side. It's like you walking like a crab. I'm trying to walk straight, but although I'm walking straight, I'm literally walking. So if I go out for a walk with my husband, I'm always walking into him. He's on the left side of me. I'm walking into him. And it always happens to the left. I should tell him to get on the right side of me, you know. Yeah, you literally walk to the side. Just Empress has named it Team Crab. There are quite a few women in the community that this is they're experiencing this. They actually they're walking to the side. Tiredness, absolutely. We do. There's a lot going on, right? As well as running your household, as well as managing your jobs, as well as, you know, if you've got family, you're raising a family. If you don't have children, it may be that you're looking after parents, elderly parents. There's a lot going on. Absolutely a lot. And this is why I'm saying, be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace, give yourself the compassion, and give yourself the self-love and the self-care that you deserve. It's so important. There's a post that I done last week. My priorities: self-love, self-care, self-compassion. Yeah, these are on the list. So important. Neck pain. It's me. It's me. Welcome, welcome. Do you get neck pain? Yeah, and this is the thing. Joint pain. Yeah, joint pain. So, this can happen. Joint pain is on the list. Lady Yvonne, I think, did you ask that question already? About the face sweat. Again, I've said that I've got the list of herbs and spices that you will hopefully find beneficial. That it's got on there to help with hot flushes. But again, what I'm saying is I will go back to look at what and how we are eating as well, in addition to looking at what's going to support you with your face sweats, your hot flushes, hip pain. Lynn, hi, welcome. Lynn caused by low estrogen. Look at that. Absolutely, Lynn, you're right. I'm telling you, the diet. I've just mentioned about cortisone levels, anxiety. Look at the diet. It's so important. Absolutely important. Until we start looking at exactly how we eat, because a lot of the time we don't recognize how we're eating, because life is lifing and we just grab things on the go. We don't actually stop to actually think and consider, is it because I'm eating this? And remember, as our bodies are navigating through this journey, this cycle of life, it's going to change as well. So for me, I'll give you an example. I used to have sea moss every single month, no fail. I'll have my jar of sea moss, and when it finished, I'll leave about a week or so in between before I have my next jar. The jar of sea moss that I've just recently got, every time I took it, it made my stomach upset. It gave me wind, and it was like, what's going on? This never happened before. My body's changed yet again. So I have to take note of that. So I stopped taking the sea moss. The wind's not there anymore. So I said, okay, so clearly something's shifted in my body that it's not accepting the sea moss anymore. So instead of consuming it, what I will do now is just use it on my body, because I will use sea moss to use it as a face mask. I will use it when I shower, I'll use it on my skin as a body wash. I will use it to brush my teeth, and I will also use it as a hair mask. So that's what I'm going to do rather than consuming it. We need to take note. We need to be in tune with our bodies. The moment our body starts shifting again, be in tune with it, because our bodies will be changing, and it can change from month to month. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that you're struggling with the gel and you're thinking of changing. Have a chat with your GP, because there's gels, sprays, patches, pessaries. There's lots of different things. So have a chat with your GP to see what works for you, because there's no point in continuing with the gel if you are finding it a challenge and it's not working for you in that way. Something's got to be working right for you. So absolutely fantastic that you've identified that you're finding it a challenge. Let's go and see if we can get it changed to patches. Yeah, good luck with that. I hope that works out for you. How do you reach me? So if you're still here, because I'm just catching up on these, DM me. You can DM me directly from here, or go onto the page. There is an email. If you click on the email link, it opens up an email address to me, directly to me. It's the Menopause Wellness Community email link. So that's how you can get hold of me. Oh, hi V. Hi. If you're still here, that is, I'm just, all these comments are like, look, see what happens when I chat so much that I missed all the comments. If I have missed your comment or question, I go through all the comments afterwards, and I will just go and, it's not done deliberately. I will answer them on a one-to-one basis. A journey through, welcome back. How are you? I find the health anxiety the worst symptom. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you're finding that's your worst symptom. Yeah, but you know, as well, we've just mentioned about keeping your cortisol levels low. That helps with anxiety. Let's look at, I'm telling you, it'll be interesting to know that if I was to get 30 warriors together and we all did this journey of looking at how we eat, after 12 to 16 weeks, if there's a difference. I think I might do that, you know. I think I may just do that. Estrogen also manages your weight. Absolutely. Hi, Nubian. How are you? Absolutely. And this is why when we are fluctuating and estrogen declines, we tend to find that we may put on that tummy starts appearing, right? It is the estrogen. You're correct. Absolutely correct. Hi, Nicole. Not to put all symptoms down to perimenopause. My symptoms turned out to be Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Right. And this is what I mentioned earlier on. I don't know how long you've been on the live. Rather than sit there and say, yes, it's definitely to do with our journey, our menopause, perimenopause or menopause or postmenopause journey, our bodies gives us signals for a reason. Go and seek some medical attention. Go and seek medical advice, because it may not be that. You're right. Absolutely right. Yeah? We don't know until we rule out. And this is why we shouldn't downplay. So if you are experiencing a migraine, let's say you're experiencing a migraine. Migraines is on the list of perimenopause and menopause. However, you consistently have a migraine that is a 5 out of 5, which is intense, and you have it for about a week or longer. That's not normal. Regardless if you're feeling that it's your perimenopause or menopause symptom, go and see a GP about it. Absolutely go and see a GP about it. So please, let's not, just because we've got a list here, let's not just accept that it is definitely perimenopause and menopause. Okay? Let's go and get it checked out. Let's not downplay what we're experiencing. Absolutely right. I agree with you, Nicole. Okay, what's the time now? Okay, we've got about 32 minutes left. I had to do my maths, the quick maths in my head there. So can menopause cause depression and anxiety? Okay, so on our list, anxiety, depression is absolutely on the list. However, what are the things going on? You have to look at other things. We can't keep saying, yes, it's because the menopause, why I'm depressed, or why I feel anxious, why I've got anxiety, my anxiety levels are high. I've mentioned before, what we eat, we need to look at our diet. We need to look at other factors as well, because there's going to be other factors like genetics, like our diet, like our lifestyle, like our health. There are other factors as well to take into consideration. So it's kind of not, we can't box everything in one small package. We need to, and this is why I encourage everyone, be in tune with your body. Record or just make a mental note of how your journey's going. And your gut feeling, if something doesn't feel right, it is not right. Okay? Go and seek some medical advice. Go and see a GP. So, yes, so Gail, I hope that's answered your question. Although it's on the list, yeah, absolutely, it's on the list. Paranoia, depression, anxiety is absolutely on the list. But, however, does it mean it's your menopause? It could be other factors as well. So let's go and do some research. Let's go and get things ruled out. Like, was it Nicole? Nicole mentioned, yeah, like Nicole mentioned, Nicole felt that the symptoms that was going on, it wasn't just down to perimenopause, right? There was something actually there. So let's go. Let's not keep pushing things and saying, oh, it's definitely that, it's definitely that. Don't get me wrong, you know what? As much as I turn around and say to myself, all right, what I'm experiencing, I know it's going to be my post-menopause I'm experiencing. But the moment my gut feeling, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. And this doesn't normally happen. I'm not yet experienced this. I'm going to go and see a GP. I'm absolutely going to go and see a GP. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Thank you for all the likes. It's not gone unnoticed, like I say. I'm so busy chatting away and trying to catch up with the comments. Zinova, welcome. Yeah, it can be rough. It can actually be rough. This is why kindness, self-love, self-care, you're deserving of it. And you're the best person to give yourself that. So it can absolutely be challenging. It can feel overwhelming at times. Absolutely feel overwhelming at times. But be kind to yourself. Absolutely be kind to yourself. Okay, so chatty patches have been. Thank you, Just Empress. Thank you. Zenova, I'm glad you found those HRT patches. They've been a game changer for you. Perfect. I'm happy for you. I'm genuinely happy for you. Anytime I hear anyone saying, whether it's HRT, whether it's herbal remedies, whether it's a game changer, perfect. That's exactly what you want. And you know what? You should be proud of yourself for not giving up on your journey, because there is going to be something out there for you that works for you. It may not be the one thing. It may be a combination of things. You don't know until you try. We don't know what's going to work for us until we actually try it. That's the only thing. Okay, you're speaking to someone else. Okay. I try and keep out of your conversations. If I see you speaking to someone else, I don't need to speak. I don't need to talk about it then, do I? Doctors are here to sell you lifelong treatment plan, no cure. Nubian, you know what? If you feel, and again, I'm going to go back to GPs, generally have 1 hour of menopause training, unless they are specialised in the women's health and those sort of things. They're going to have a lot more training than 1 hour. So go armed with your information. And if you feel your GP is fobbing you off and not listening to you, you can sidestep. Go and get a second opinion from another GP. Okay, we don't have to be loyal to our GPs, particularly if we feel that they're not for us. Right? They're not for us. Absolutely. You are taking control of your health. And if your GP is not supporting you on that and not stepping side by side and let's step. Let's absolutely step. You're entitled to get a second opinion. Absolutely entitled to. And let's get it. GPs are humans. GPs can get things wrong. GPs may not know. They may not have heard of things. Yeah? So let's go armed with the information. Let's be a better advocate for ourselves. I use magnesium on it. It's good and have helped me with sleeping. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Buff Mummy. Yeah, we was talking about that earlier on before you popped in. And that quite a few people have said that that's been helpful for them. Be careful with glycerol. It's not good for the body. Good magnesium from food sources. Yeah, you can absolutely get. There are, again, on our list, Nubian, we've got lists of foods that are naturally rich in. And actually, I've just put together 2 new lists recently of how you can, I shouldn't say the word replace. Replace isn't the correct word I want to use. Kind of top up. It's never going to be to the maximum, but kind of replenish your estrogen, your testosterone, and your progesterone. That's a new list. And there was another new list as well. I can't even remember what new list we had. But yeah, we've got some new lists in the last week. And exactly, we have to. And this is why when you are trialing something, take note of how your body's responding to it. Because not everything is for everyone. Not everything is for everyone. Okay, take note of what your body is doing. Take note of what your body is telling you, because your body will speak to you. Hyacinth, welcome. What you said about not being able to walk straight. I have that. The night sweats are back. Okay, so you're Team Crab as well, yeah? Team Crab. Just Empress made that up, Team Crab. Just Empress also walks to the side as well. Yeah, it can happen. Absolutely happen. The night sweats, the night sweats are just not nice. Yeah, my night sweats have come back. And I know it's my husband's fault. Because when we're away on holiday, and if we've got a king size bed, I don't have night sweats. When I'm sleeping by myself, I don't have night sweats. So it's got to be his body heat. Making my night, it's hot. You're in a hot environment, and him being so close to me, yeah. This is what I'm saying. It's this combination of things. So I need to just like, yeah, single bed conversation needs to start taking place because I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Thank you for reposting. Thank you for reposting. We've literally got, I said I was going to be here until 4. We've literally just got under 30 minutes right now. I feel my cortisol levels are high. Had some sugar. Okay. Hyacinth, we've mentioned cortisol. I don't think you was in the live then. We've mentioned cortisol, and I'm happy to repeat it again, the information that we've got. Cortisol levels, to keep them low, think about what you're eating. Food. Where are your lists, please? Thank you, helping them. Okay, Radford72, welcome. You have to reach out to me for the lists. The lists will be going onto the website once I've built the website, so you can just access them. But for now, you need to email me in the email link on the page. Click on the email link, it will open up an email, or DM me. All I need is your email address. Don't pop it in here. Pop it either in a DM or in the email, and I can send it out to you. Okay? But back to the cortisol levels. Again, it talks about food. What we're eating can keep your cortisol levels low. Can keep your anxiety levels low. What we eat. So we really need to be mindful about that. Okay, quickly go back on here. Okay, let me see if I've missed anything. If I have missed your comment or your question, it's not deliberate. There's so much going on here. Hey, Claire. We've got 2 community ambassadors in the house, Claire and Just Empress. Feel free to reach out to them. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. You know what? I truly believe that, within this community, we are here to support each other. And I don't want to hear that, you feel alone in this, because this is something that we can support each other to navigate through, successfully navigate through. Okay? Absolutely not alone. You don't have to be alone. We're here. And, let me just go and find where I was on this comment. Listen, I need a system where my finger just holds this comment until I finish looking at that, catch up, and then move on, because I have to scroll back now. But yeah, if I have missed your comment by the time we finish this live, and you think, Jackie, you didn't even read my comment, or you didn't answer my question, I will go through all the questions and the comments again, and I will send you a message. I have high blood pressure since going on HRT. Oh, thank you for sharing that. That's interesting. What's going on? Have you spoken to your GP about that? Have you thought about thinking about considering what you're eating as well? I mean, it may be. How long have you been on the HRT? Thank you, Just Empress. Thank you. My clock watcher, I'm telling you. Keep me on track. My community ambassadors, keep me on track. Yeah, if you are concerned about that high blood pressure, go back to your GP. And is it the HRT that is causing the high blood pressure? This is what you need to go and rule out. Is it the HRT or is it something else? Okay, Nicola made a very valid point about these symptoms. Is it our menopause journey or is it something else? We're not going to know that until we go and get it ruled out. Yeah, Hyacinth, we're doing a live on menopause and sugar. I don't feel sometimes we realise just what sugar does to the body. That's going to be on, when was it? not the 11th, that's the Tuesday, the Thursday of next week. I don't even remember what date it is. The Thursday of next week, we're going to be doing menopause and sugar. And Tuesday next week, we're going to do menopause and the nails. Gela, what book? Are you talking about the Menopause Wellness Community book? We've got a book. We've got this book here. Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. A Journey Through Menopause with Power and Grace. This is a companion for you. Okay, it's not just a book. It talks about real life stories of other warriors. It gives you space to reflect, reflection journal. It gives you spaces to self-care check-ins. It gives you a symptom glossary. It gives you information around being an advocate for yourself. It's got quotes in there. It's got affirmations in there. It's got lots of support and guidance in there. Yeah, and you can write in there as well. So this is paperback. You will be able to access an ebook soon. I keep saying that. You will be able to access an ebook soon. Sorry, I'm new today. Stumbled across. Hi, Gela. No, that's fine. Welcome to the community. All the newbies, welcome. If you are not part of the community and you would like to be part of this community, all you need to do is follow. You are now a community warrior. So please do not apologize. We're walking through this, as that book says. We're hot, wise, and unapologetic. We don't need to apologize for anything. What is the book called? Oh, no. Yeah, Hot, Wise, and Unapologetic. A Journey Through Menopause with Power and Grace. This is what I'm saying to all you warriors. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself grace. Step up on your self-care. Step up on your self-love. I am telling you, you are so deserving of it. Listen, don't even get me started right now. I'm happy you found us too, Hyacinth. I'm always happy that newbies find us, right? Remember, our scheduled lives are Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. British summertime. Today, I am doing a menopause drop-in. Menopause drop-ins randomly happen just because I have to work around what I'm doing. So they will randomly happen. So they're normally on for 3 hours, these menopause drop-ins. I am looking to ensure that they are every week, if not every other week. But yeah, we've been doing them every week so far. I did trial it for a little while and they work well. Hey Claire, how are you? Just Empress, thank you for joining back again. What is a good spice for cooking, please? Oh, do you know what? I only use 5 things. I'm going on my Yuka app, right? The Yuka app, yeah. I'm going to pin that up because it said on here, the Yuka app. Let me pin that up so you can all see Yuka app. So the Yuka app, because of the Yuka app, that's my best friend right now. I only use 5 things there's only 5 seasonings in my cupboard. 5 herbs and spices and things. Because you see these herbs and spices, we feel, we can get those, but they're not good. So I've got garlic powder. I've got a chicken seasoning, but it's a specific one. I've got lemon and herb rub, and I've also got the Louisiana Cajun rub. And I think that's the only thing. What else have I got? That's it. Those 4 things. Those 4 things in the cupboard to season. Yeah, because the others are not good. I just am very strict with what I put in my body. And sometimes we think, oh my goodness me, is that how bad this one is? Is that how bad? Even those things in the health shop. Do your due diligence, warriors. Do your due diligence. Hey, Claire. Set free. Good afternoon. Welcome. We're wrapping up in a little while. Where's Sidcup? Okay, Sidcup is between London and, well, Bexley. You know Bexley Heath area? Sidcup's around there. Yeah, because Sidcup has got a Dartford postcode, I think. Dartford postcode. Sorry, I can't type. No, that's fine. But look, you say you can't type, but I clearly could see what you were typing. I understand. Totally understand. Gift. Oh, thank you very much for all the gifts. Thank you for all the gifts, all the likes. Look, we was at 22k today. 22.8. I don't normally look at the likes on here, but I just noticed that. Thank you for the follow, everyone. So today is Saturday now. So tomorrow we've got another live tomorrow. And tomorrow we've got a guest speaker. So our guest speaker tomorrow, he's coming back again because we've invited him back for a second time, is Ezra. And he's going to be talking about, he's Ezra, the voice of reason. And he's going to be talking about mindset and motivation. And you know what? I'm telling you, he definitely motivates. He doesn't fail us, I'm telling you. So tomorrow we're going to be doing that from 8 p.m. British summertime. And again, only 1 hour. But if you would like to speak your truth and just get in touch with me and I can arrange a time to come up on the platform and just share your story. Absolutely share your story. Because you deserve to be heard. Your voices deserve to be listened to. Okay? I find I've questioned my mortality since. Yeah, definitely. You do question yourself. You absolutely question yourself, because particularly if you've been getting sent away all the time, particularly if you've been getting sent away by your GP, you start questioning, thinking, am I really? Am I too young for menopause? Am I actually too young for menopause? Well, no. Your body is going through that cycle of life. And, you know, it just so happened to choose that time. As well, if you've had any surgeries, certain surgeries can induce those symptoms as well. But it's about being armed with the correct information, being knowledgeable, because not everything, we're not going to know everything. I don't sit here and claim that I know every single thing. I'm not going to claim that. But I can go and find out. I can definitely go and find out. And I can go and learn about it, learn about the information. And this is why I love the community, because every day is a learning day when we come on here, right? And it's about being confident with the knowledge that you have. Let me see what I've missed. Shelly Ann, hi, how are you? Thank you for the roses. I just want to say thank you for all the gifts that everyone's given today. Even though I've not shouted you out individually, it's not gone unnoticed. It really hasn't. Do you know what? I set this community up in March this year. And I just set it up because I felt that I was pushed away from my GP. And I navigated a big part of the journey by myself. And it felt really lonely. And once I was pushed away on the third time when I went to my GP, where I had blood tests and the bloods came back indicating that I was not going through the menopause, but I absolutely was. And I felt lonely. I felt that, what am I? This blood test is saying that I'm not menopausal. My GP saying that, no, I'm too young. What's going on? And because I navigated through it by myself without the support out there, I then went away and armed myself with knowledge. I went and done a lot of research, and then I started studying and became a menopause wellness practitioner, and then also became a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. So I just educated myself. And I thought, you know what? How I felt at the time, looking back, there may be other women out there. There may be other warriors out there that are feeling the same or similar to how I was feeling. So why not put this community together? What's the worst that can happen? I put it together in March and started in March. I had no idea what I was doing online. I'm still learning with this TT platform and other social media platforms. And do you know what? It's grown organically. I remember 4 people in the community in March. and now we're a lot stronger, and we're going to keep on growing, absolutely keep on growing, but we're in it together, I'm telling you. But yeah, welcome everyone, all the newbies. I use the fan after shower. Oh, Shelly Ann, listen, use what you got to use, right? If the fan is fanning, then keep it anywhere you feel. Absolutely. You have to use what you have, right? Do you know what a funny story was that someone shared it in the community that it was, I can't remember, was it? I can't remember if it was one of our community ambassadors shared that, and she came up on the platform actually, shared that her itching downstairs was really bad one day, that when she went out to a restaurant, she actually looked on the menu to see if they had natural yogurt so she could ask for it and then go in the toilet and use it. Listen, the things we go through, you know. I'm telling you, the things we go through. But yes, can menopause affect your gums? Absolutely, Shelly Ann, it can. It's on the list, and we talked about, you may want to go and catch up on YouTube, our live that we talked about menopause and teeth. What's happening to our teeth and our gums can absolutely affect. But again, I love what Louise highlighted today. Just because that's happening, does it mean it's our menopause? It can be, but then we need to go and rule it out. Yeah, but yes, it can. I have been experiencing bleeding gums of late. And I went to the dentist 2 days ago, I think. I posted it. I went to the dentist. Listen, so expensive, you know. And I told the dentist that I had a bit of bleeding gums and things like that. But it's not a regular thing. It just happened, I think, twice over a period of maybe 2 weeks. And I said to him, I truly feel it's the menopause, and the levels of hormones just rock bottom, right? And he agreed with me, and he checked my teeth. He said they were fine, don't need to do anything. And now I only have to go to the dentist once a year. Thank goodness for that, because I'm telling you, draining the pockets, mate, draining the pockets. Right, so only once a year I need to go for a checkup now, which is fantastic. But yeah, they can, absolutely can. I get bleeding gums at times. Yeah, it can happen, Shelly Ann. But go and see your dentist as well. Speak to your dentist and see. My dentist agreed that it's actually the menopause. But you just want to get that ruled out to ensure that, yeah, it is the menopause, right? But it's definitely on our list. Definitely on our list. Where can I find the list? Colin, find the list. You have to reach out to me at the moment until I build the website, and I'll put the list on so everyone can access it, or maybe not, but most people can access it. You have to reach out to me. Send me a DM or send me an email. Go onto the page and click on the email link, and it will open up an email to the Menopause Wellness community. And then I can send it to you. I've joined on YouTube. Yes, I saw that you came up on the phone that you joined. Yeah, so you can go and watch on YouTube. Remember, every single live, apart from the music lives, I will upload to YouTube, our YouTube channel, so you can go and watch at your leisure. All the lives will go on there apart from the music lives. We do have music live sometimes. We had a karaoke night, and we also had a music, dance and laughter night. We've had 2 of those actually. We're due another one soon. Sometimes we just want to forget about the menopause and let our hair down, right? And have some laughs and listen to music and have a boogie. So that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah, listen, you're Team Crab. Definitely Team Crab. Yeah, do you know what? And this is the thing. I feel that my menopause journey, me personally, since embarking on my menopause journey, I've moved differently now. Love myself more. My self-care has stepped up completely. I say no to people. No, I can't do it. No, I don't want to do it. And I don't need to give you a reason why I don't want to do it. It's just no, innit? Get over it. Right? So it's changed me differently, completely. But I think in a good way. I love the new me. Absolutely love the new me. Back pain, pain in joints. Don't realise it was menopause. Yeah, it could be Hyacinth. It could be. But remember, go and get it ruled out. But it's on the list. Joint pain, it is absolutely on the list, right? But let's get it ruled out. Let's not just settle for it being the menopause journey. Because if it is something else, then we can go and get it sorted. It's true that EEC should lessen happen. Okay, yes, you can heal yourself through food. Do you know what? Radford 72. Changing the way I eat has been a game changer for me, right? I had high blood pressure. It's not anymore. I took my blood pressure yesterday after I finished a walk. I went for a 2-hour walk, came back, had a shower, settled down, and I took my blood pressure. It was 104 over, I think it was 80 something. But yeah, blood pressure is fantastic. And I used to have high blood pressure. The food that I've changed, the way that I've changed in eating, and the way that I've changed in moving, it's changed my life. Absolutely changed my life. Or CMOS have added filters that are different. What are you asking, Redford 72? You said or CMOS. I think I missed a part of your question. You said or CMOS have had filters that are different. Because CMOS has got your 92 nutrients in it, isn't it? 92 or 98, something like that. But there are a lot of benefits to CMOS. And again, we don't know if they're going to be of benefit to us until we take it. Like I said, my CMOS now, I can't consume it, so I have to use it on my skin and other different ways to get it into my body. But to take it, it's upsetting my stomach right now. And that's because I've changed. I don't know what's happened. My body's changed from 1 month to the next. You can absolutely heal yourself with food, yes. Food. Good, clean food. Good. You know, do what you feel is right for you. Changing to see if it works for you, absolutely. Yeah, we've got a couple of minutes left. Yes, you should get the warriors together. Re-eating habits. Absolutely, we will. I'm just going to put, my hands are itching me today. I've just finishing off this stepping into your fitness program, which is starting in January. But yeah, we're going to talk about this because we need to really talk about it. Let me do the next week, Thursday, I think, is going to be menopause and sugar. Once that's done, then we're going to go back into eating habits. We've all got eating habits. Listen, I said, I used to eat chocolate every single day. I haven't had chocolate for probably about 2 months now. Or I tell a lie, I had a chocolate when I was on a first responder shift. And I didn't like it because my body's so used to not having chocolate anymore. Thank you, Just Empress. I see you. My body's not used to it anymore, but we will. But anyway, warriors, queens, I'm going to end the live because I said at 4 o'clock. And I know I came on just after 1 because I had a meeting today. But we done the community drop-in. We've done the menopause drop-in. And we're going to keep doing these on a regular basis. But I will just randomly pop up somewhere. So I always end the lives in the same way, no matter if it's random or impromptu live or a scheduled live. 2 ways. The first way, I'm sending a virtual hug to everyone. The second way is I'm going to remind you that you are not alone. If you feel alone after the live has ended, I would like you to reach out to somebody who you trust, someone who will listen and someone who will understand you. Okay? If not me, someone else. But do not walk this journey alone. But have a blessed day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I hope you have a blessed one. And I will see you all tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll see you Tuesday. If you're not around on Tuesday, then I'll see you the next day. But feel free to reach out. All right? Bye, everyone.